It is said that Surah Fatiha is a general skeleton or framework explaining briefly what the rest of the Qur'an is about, and that the rest of the Qur'an from Alif Lam Mim, that is Surah Baqarah, until An-Nas is a detailed, or we could say tafsili, explanation of Surah Fatiha. So in Surah Fatiha we ask for various things, and Allah Ta'ala gives us a general outline of what we should ask for, who we should worship, what our attributes are, what divine attributes are, and what we should seek protection from. And that we call an ijmali, skeleton, outline or framework or general scheme of the Qur'an. Whereas from Al-Baqarah to An-Nas, we have a detailed exposition, unearthing, uncovering, elucidation of what is contained within the Fatiha. In that detail we simply call a tafsili look. So on the one hand we can call Surah Fatiha a ijmali approach to the Quran, and Surah Baqarah a tafsili, detailed explanation of Surah Fatiha. What the ulama normally do, and this is the next point, is that when they commence with a tafsir, they look at the various names ascribed to the surah. And the Arab has a beautiful saying in that kathratul asma, that the more names attributed to something, tadullu ala sharaf al-musamma, it alludes to the honor, status and rank of the thing named. And Surah Fatiha has more names than any other surah in the Quran. And I highly recommend you open up the Itqan fi Ulum al-Quran of Mawlana Jalaluddin As-Suyuti and look up the names of Surah Fatiha in there. What we'll do now is just touch on 4 or 5 names and try and reap the fruits of benefits and get some insights into why the surah contains various names. The first well-known name of the surah is Miftahul Jannah, the key to paradise, for many reasons. Imam Fakhr Razi claims that there are 8 things that Muslims have to accept and acknowledge, and these serve as a key to unlock each gate of paradise, that being 8 gates, Abwabul Jannah. The first of these, he says, is the Dhatullah, the essence of Allah. When we say Bismillah walhamdulillah, Allah is the name that encompasses all the attributes, the asma, names, was sifat and attributes. And that represents the essence, Dhatullah. We have to acknowledge that. Number 2, we have to acknowledge the sifat of Allah. Primarily 2 attributes in Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Because this is a deen of Rahmah. This is the way Allah opened up His final message. Bismillah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Not Al-Qahhar Al-Azim. No, not attributes of Jalal, but attributes of Jamal, beauty, Rahman and Rahim. After that, we need to connect with the reality of death and a day of recompense by an owner of that day in Maliki Yawmiddin. That's the 3rd key. The 4th is where we plead to Allah for guidance. Ihdina, Huda, O Allah, guide us. Without guidance, we are lost. The 5th key is that path of istiqamah. Guide us, yes, but in a path which is upright and straight of istiqamah. Sirat al-Mustaqim. That's the 6th gate. The 7th gate is to implore Allah for His ni'mas, His graces. An'amta alayhim. O Allah, grant us the blessings you passed and shared with those on that straight path. And finally, protection from being the objects of Allah's wrath. Ghayril maghdub alayhi. Those of the maghdub alayh, who's Allah's, or objects of Allah's wrath. And finally, the dhalleen, those who are astray. And these 8 things must be acknowledged, says the ulama, for those gates to fling open for us in the life to come. The surah is also called Surah Al-Fatihah, as we know, the opening, because it opens the Qur'an. It is known as Fatihatul Kitab, in other words, the opener of the book. It is known as Al-Kitab, the mother of the book, and a mother precedes everything else. There can be no ummah, a feminine word, ummah, nation, except that an gave birth to that ummah. A mother precedes everything. Imam is made up of 2 alifs and 2 memes, indicating that there can be no imam or leader except that an mother gave birth to that imam so that he may lead the ummah, a nation. That is how central and sacred our mothers are. And that is why this surah is called Al-Umm Al-Kitab, the mother of the book.